This past summer, we watched our men's and women's hockey team, Team USA, win the Olympics in a huge way. Numbers were bigger than they've ever been, rallied the entire country. Is a beautiful thing. And after the men's team won the gold, there was an emotional moment for everybody as the Gaudreau family was welcomed onto the ice because everybody knew that Johnny and obviously Maddie as well should have been a part of this particular team and had been a part of this team for his entire life. The family was celebrated, hockey was celebrated, and as the eyes of the entire world were on this hockey team, they wanted to show love to somebody that's been a part of their life for the entirety of this hockey journey. It is obviously something that only sports can provide. I love that the lads did this, and joining us now is a woman who has had to be very strong in public. I assume it's been a wildly emotional journey, but now announcing alongside USA Hockey, trying to make the world a better place in however she can do. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now, Meredith Gaudreau.
Hey, Meredith!
How you doing, boss?
Hi, thank you for that.
Hey, no problem. Badass stuff. Obviously, we know none of this is easy. You know, like this is not an easy thing to kind of be put into out of nowhere, especially with the entire circumstances around it and everything. So thank you for being a badass publicly and everything you've had to do for your family behind the scenes. We respect the hell out of that. You just need to know that. And also, shout out for doing what you're doing with the Gaudreau Foundation, raising money for hockey and for obviously other victims that have been through similar situations and families that have been through what you've been through. I appreciate you taking a very negative, turning it into a positive alongside the hockey community. Can you tell us a little bit about the merch line and everything you guys kind of have going and how we can help support you in this entire journey of not only for your family, but for hockey and the world as a whole?
Yeah, thank you so much. So, yeah, it was definitely after the Olympics where we had this idea to do a collab with USA Hockey, and we just kind of thought it was a really great fit. You know, it was something that John really, really wanted to be a part of, and the merch stuff is fun for Madeline and I to be a part of and help design, and everything we do, we try to keep it within John's style and Maddie's style. So I'm wearing one of the hoodies right now, and yeah, I think it's really cool. You know, those guys brought light to John's name, and I really appreciate that. So if we can bring light to USA Hockey, you know, I think hopefully people like it, and it was just kind of fun to have our two worlds collide.
Hell yes, and also making the world better. So we're thankful that you're doing that. Now, I must say, badass collection of merch right here. Okay, this is a good-looking slew of things. I will rock that hoodie there. Okay, there's one shirt that is a little boxy with my style of build to make me look like a fatso, so we can't be doing that, Meredith. But everything else there is phenomenal. You can go to shop.johnandmaddie.com. It's a soft launch of a website, which we don't completely understand, but we know it's operable right now, and we can purchase these things. Can you also tell us a little bit about the golf outing that's coming next summer? Because I think, I don't know how many spots are possible, and I don't know how much you're charging. You need to up that because I assume the entire world's going to want to go to this, but you're kind of just getting started in this entire venture, it feels like, and the golf outing coming next summer. Is there any other things you have on the horizon, and how do you kind of view this entire journey you're about to go on?
Yeah, so that'll be our first big event. I'm close with Kevin Hayes. He was John's best friend, and we were chatting. You know, he always checks in on me, and he actually thought, you know, why don't we join forces and have a golf outing together? So the John and Maddie Foundation, we're going to join forces with the 11 Fund and have a really big golf outing up in Boston. We're going to plan it for August next summer. But yeah, I think it's going to be really great. We just want it to be fun for everyone. And obviously, at the end of the day, we'll give back to a lot of special causes. You know, the 11 Fund aims to give back to hockey programs in Dorchester. So it just aligned perfectly. And, you know, two really close families that have been through a lot. So I'm excited to, you know, just make that a fun day for everyone. And August 2027 is when we're going to plan it for. So we'll definitely keep you posted as we plan more with that.
We would like to reserve one. What's the price for these? What are the price for these? You need to up the price.
I don't know. I mean, this world is new to me. I have a great team that helps us because I am like, I don't know anything about any of this. But I will let you know and save you a spot.
Okay, so sweet. We'd like 2 spots, maybe, actually. I think we'd like 2 of the foursomes now, so there's only 34 left. So charge whatever you want to charge. You already got 2 from us, but I think everybody will want to support you. You need to know that. Like, we are all massive fans of what is happening and what you're doing, and I assume you're going to find so much fulfillment in this, I hope, and change so many lives going forward. So thank you for doing all this and letting us be a part of it. AJ has a question for you.
Yeah, Meredith, I guess throughout this whole process, what have you learned from the hockey culture? I'm sure you've always known about the great hockey culture. We know how close it is, but being able to lean on some of these people out there that you may have not even known before. But what's it been like, I guess, over these last couple of years?
Yeah, exactly. It's more like, it's a small world in a good way. I could call anyone in this hockey world and just know that they'll be there for me in a second. Whether I see them often, like some of my Columbus family, or if they're Calgary, or anyone, especially USA Hockey, like any of those guys all over the country, I don't see them as much as I used to anymore, but it doesn't matter. It's like you pick up where you left off. They're really special people. I find a lot of these guys all kind of have a similar personality, and they all remind me of John. They're all quiet, but then when you get to know them, they're really goofy. And then, they're all just really good friends, and they live this crazy life where you might not see each other often, but it doesn't matter. And, they're just the type of people where don't even ask a question. They're there for you.
Yeah, I think you need to know it's not just the hockey community that would do that for you and your family right now. All the sports is pulling for you and your family. I mean, obviously grief is, to have it happen publicly is a whole nother animal. So thank you. We appreciate you putting on and doing this for others that are going to find inspiration from you in very tough moments as well. Conman has a question for you. He's from Boston.
Yeah, Meredith, very excited for this golf tournament. I absolutely suck at golf. Haven't played in probably
You don't get a spot. Hey, you're not. You're going to have to buy your own. He needs his own.
I will.
He needs his own.
I'll find.
Right, so 3 spots.
Yeah, 3 spots, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll figure out a way to do that. But how was it with the Olympics? We all saw the celebration and just that entire the photos and everything of when the kids were able to go on the ice. Like, what was that kind of like for you, just being able to see that and see Team USA bring the jersey along and everything throughout the whole time?
Yeah, it was incredible. Seeing the jersey is really heavy. I'm just looking at it like it's so surreal. I'm like, is this even real life still? And then seeing my kids be a part of it, it was, just one of the most special moments for us. When I just always think about when they're older and they can watch that video and look back at that, they're going to be like amazed. I think it's one of our most special memories. And I just kept thinking, that's the biggest stage ever. And John's name was a really huge part of that. And, I know it was so important for him when he was here. He was really working towards that. And it was just kind of a moment where I was like, yeah, John, like, you made it, you did it. like, so I was really proud of him. Really proud of that team. So it was really cool. It was almost like a shift in, this grief journey is really difficult. It feels like yesterday everything happened, but that was a day where I was very, some days are just more special than others, and they're all really hard days, but that was when I smiled back at a lot.
Good. There's going to be more of those, especially on this journey. And know that we all got your back. Shop.johnandmaddie.com. Obviously, get some incredible merch to help an incredible cause. We appreciate you driving the initiative and keeping it moving. And, we'll take 4 of those spots. We'll take 4 of those.
Yep.
We'll do 4 of those spots. We'll give it. Once again, you need to up these prices. I don't know what you guys are planning on charging.
I don't know.
You need to know. I'll say this publicly. You could charge me whatever the hell you need to charge me. So you could go and do it. I'll publicly put myself in this spot. I lose leverage all the time.
You can't do that to me. You can't do that to me, please. Those same rules don't apply.
It'll be a buy one, get one free.
There it is. Yes.
No, it will not. No, he's got to buy 2 to get 1. I think that's what we're saying. We need to do more. We do more of that. We appreciate you so much, okay? And let us know if we can ever do anything for you.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you for having me. Thank you for your kind words.
Yeah, no worries. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Meredith Gaudreau.
Yeah, Meredith.
I think those will sell out quickly.
pretty quick.
And the golf outing, like, I appreciate just like, golf outings are just like a fundamental fundraiser event. Normally not something that is just so national appeal. As soon as we got sent the information, like, hey, they're having a golf outing next summer. It's like golf outing has only 36 teams, right, Max? I think like only 2 per hole. If you do that, I assume you can do it different ways. It's like the sports world is going to want to show up for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's why they need that price of those.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. That needs to be really high.
Whatever it is, triple it.
Yeah, especially for Connor.
Probably like 10.
Yeah, no doubt. And their like the footprint in Boston they have, because the Hayes family also from Boston. They both went to BC and played together. So like the amount of people from New England, Massachusetts that are going to be juiced up for that would actually pay whatever they decide to make it. Like that thing will be packed.
And the amount of hockey players.
Yeah, the amount of hockey.
Yeah.
Players. Oh yeah.
Good golf. Jeez.
Some very good golfers are going to be there.
So there's going to be so many good golfers there, because if the hockey players are playing there, we will show up and we will obviously represent in our hack a golf course fashion. Don't you worry about that. We will bring down the quality of golf for at least the tune of 3 spots, maybe 4 spots.